Hey, what's going guys? Ben aka Sweet Sauce here, and today I am bringing you another video. And if you're new around here, I make Madden and NFL content daily, so make sure you subscribe if you are new, and let's get right into it. So as you can see from the title, I am going to be putting all 32 NFL teams into a tier, and the 5 tiers I have made is Super Bowl contender, playoff lock, playoff contender, meh, and top pick. And of course, I'm talking about the NFL. So let's start off with the Redskins. And now the Redskins, of course, they got Chase Young, and Dwayne Haskins is going into his second year. I think they're going to be meh. I don't think they're going to get a top pick like they did this year, but I, of course, don't think they're going to be in the playoffs. So next we have the Dolphins. The Dolphins added a lot of new talent through free agency, and they got a new quarterback, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to sit out for Ryan Fitzpatrick. So I think that I think they're going to be meh as well, because I think Byron Jones, Kyle Van Noy, those guys are going to help a lot. Jordan Howard, they're going to help them not be a top pick like they were this year. So next we have the Chargers. The Chargers, they have a new quarterback. Their defense is good. I'm trying to think. It's either meh or playoff contender. I don't know. Their defense, or I mean, not their division. Of course, they have the Chiefs, but besides that, the other two teams aren't the best. So, uh, I'm gonna go for meh for now. So, yeah, I think the Chargers are. They have a good team. It's just they have a rookie quarterback, and I don't think that they're gonna be able to make the playoffs in their first season with Justin Herbert. And if they start Tyrod Taylor, then of course that's not going to be any better. But anyways, we have the Lions. The Lions definitely top pick. They got Jeffrey Okuda, and they're going to have Matthew Stafford back. But I think that they're not going to have a good season at all. They still have a lot of holes they need to fill, and they're still way into rebuilding. So next we have the Bears. The Bears, they're probably going to be starting Nick Foles. If not, he's probably come in at some point throughout the season. And I'm pretty sure the Bears went 5-11 last season, and they didn't have a draft pick this season, or they didn't have a first round pick. And so I don't think they improved that much, and because of which they're going to be met as well. Next we have the Panthers. Panthers definitely top pick. They're obviously rebuilding. Got rid of Cam Newton, brought in a younger Teddy Bridgewater, gave Christian McCaffrey an extension. They're going to be rebuilding, and they're going to get top pick. Now we have the Cowboys. It's either they're a playoff lock or a playoff contender. Because the Eagles are in the division, I'm going to say they're a contender. They're not a lock. So they have Dak Prescott, and this is going to be a big year for him if he plays. It is his contract season, so we'll see what happens. And he's either going to show that he is a good quarterback, or he's going to show that they're going to need to replace him or get rid of him. Next, we had the Colts with Philip Rivers. I feel like this is one Philip Rivers last season, and they're going to go all in. They're going to contend for the playoffs. Are they going to make it? I'm not sure, but they're going to contend for the playoffs. Defense is good. They have Darius Leonard, and he's a up and coming young player, and I really like him. And Quentin Nelson, already the best guard in the NFL, and it's only about his third season. But next we have the Seahawks, and even though they have the NFC champion of last season in their division, I still think they're going to be a lock to get one of the 3 wild card spots, and that's if they don't win the division. They have a good team, of course. Top 3 quarterback in the league. They love to run the ball. And if they don't want to run the ball, they still have DK Metcalf, and they have Tyler Lockett. So, of course, their defense, they have Bobby Wagner. They have the Griffin brothers. And, yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff lock. And next we have the Titans. And the Titans have been disrespected, I've seen on social media. But I think they're going... yeah, they're going to be a playoff lock because their division isn't too good. Yeah, I put the Colts as playoff contenders, but the Texans, they got way worse, and the Jaguars are, uh, yeah, I'll get to them, but yeah, they're going to be a playoff lock. I think they're gonna, as long as Derrick Henry doesn't be absolutely horrible, they're going to be good, and they're going to be a playoff lock. Next, we have the Saints. Obviously, they're going to be Super Bowl contenders. They have been past 2 years. Was it 2, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years. And I think this is going to be their last season. They're going to go all in about Drew Brees' last season before he either just falls off a cliff or, I mean, he does have a 2 year deal, so I think this is going to be his last season of him doing well, but they're going to contend for the Super Bowl. They brought everybody back and they added Emmanuel Sanders, so they also got a center in the first round with their first round pick. Next we have the Texans. Texans are going to be meh. They have Deshaun Watson. I really like him, but they lost their best receiver because of their coach, who also isn't good. And David Johnson, I don't think he's going to add much for the team. They're going to be meh. I really like that team. I'm sad that Bill O'Brien decided to just dismantle it with that one trade. And next we have the Packers. Packers also get disrespected. They're like, oh, they're the worst 12-4 team ever, but they're their playoff lock. Even though their division is pretty good, they're top two at least with the Vikings and them. I think they're going to make the playoffs. If not, they're going to be very close. But yeah, I think they're going to be a lock. Next, we have the Jaguars, top pick. Their quarterback position is going to be Gardner Minshew, and I know I'm all about the Minshew mania, but I don't think he is that good of a quarterback, and they're going to get top pick. They're probably going to get rid of Yannick Ngakoue at some point, and yeah, they're going to be rebuilding. Next, we have the Bengals. It's either meh or top pick. Joe Burrow's first season, I'm going to go top pick. AJ Green's finally coming back, and their receiving core is pretty good. I have no idea who their tight end now that Tyler Eiferd's gone, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, they have Geno Atkins on defense, and yeah, that's pretty much it for phenomenal players on their defense. So next we have the Cardinals. They're going to be meh. I really think they could contend for the playoffs, but like I said, their division is so good with, obviously 49ers and Seahawks, and Kyler Murray did really well, and yeah. Okay, so next we have the Cleveland Browns, and I think that they're finally going to be a playoff contender. I think they're probably going to make the playoffs for the first time, what seems like forever. They added Austin Hooper, and there's rumors that they're going to trade Odell, but I don't think they're going to. And so, yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff contender as long as Baker Mayfield goes back to his rookie season self and not the season he had last year. And yeah, so next we have the Eagles, and I think that the Eagles are going to be a playoff contender. If Carson Wentz goes back to his MVP self he had about 2 years ago when he got injured, and he ended up winning a Super Bowl while he was injured, and they finally got a wide receiver in the first round. Of course, they kind of wasted a second round pick on Jalen Hurts, who won't have any impact this season unless Carson Wentz gets hurt once again. So yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff contender. They have been the past couple seasons, and I don't think that's going to change. So next we have the Vikings. The Vikings, I kind of want to put them in playoff lock, but they're going to be they're going to be a playoff lock. I think that because Dalvin Cook, one of the best running backs, Kirk Cousins, one of the best quarterbacks. Adam Thielen, one of the best wide receivers. Their offense is good. They have Kyle Rudolph, and defensively, they have Harrison Smith, and yeah, I think they have Anthony Barr and others like that. Well, I don't think they have him. I know they have him, but yeah, they have good defense, good offense, and I think they're going to be a lock to make the playoffs. And I was close to putting them in playoff contention, but I think they're going to be a playoff lock. Next, we have the Patriots. I'm happy I get to finally put them in meh because I don't think they're going to be playoff contention, and I also don't think they're going to top pick. They're going to be around 6 and 10, 7 and 9 range, I think. And finally, another team is going to be making the playoffs in the AFC East besides them, and I'll get to that team later. But next we have the Giants, and the Giants are going to. It's either top pick or meh. Let me go top pick because Daniel Jones, I don't think he's going to make a big jump like Lamar did or Patrick Mahomes did in their second season. And also, with their high pick, they took a offensive lineman, and I don't think one offensive lineman is going to help them go from top pick to playoff contention, or maybe even meh. This is still a rebuilding process for them. I don't think they're going to be much higher than top pick. And next we have the Broncos, another rebuilding team. They're going to be mad. They added another offensive weapon for Drew Lock, who of course is Jerry Jeudy. They already have Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant, and those are some nice young pieces, and they're going to have another season to gel together. And they are not going to be making the playoffs, but they're also not going to be one of the worst teams. So that's why I put them in meh. Next, we have the 49ers. They're going to be in Super Bowl contention. They brought pretty much everybody back. I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to show his haters that he's more than just a quarterback who can hand off the ball. They kept their top two running backs, and defense, of course, is great. Quan Alexander. They lost DeForest Buckner, but they drafted Javon Kinlaw. So that was really smart by them, getting rid of a player who's going to have a lot of money and bringing back in a rookie defensive tackle with the pick that they got from him. And next we have Tampa Bay, and I think they're going to be a playoff lock. I don't think they're going to be in Super Bowl contention just like that, but obviously when you add Tom Brady to the team, they aren't going to be bad. So I don't think Gronkowski is going to be as big of an impact as people are saying. He's going to be, alright, I'm going to say around 500 receiving yards for him. Bruce Arians, their coach, doesn't really utilize their tight ends, as you see from O.J. Howard's productions the past 2 or so years. And yeah, I think they're going to be a playoff lock with all the offensive weapons that Tom Brady has, and they're pretty, I'd say, average defense, even though they were ranked top 5 at the end of last season. But next we have the Ravens, who they're going to be in Super Bowl contention once again. They were the 1 seed last season, and they just got knocked off by the Titans, and I think it's Lamar Jackson's time to get revenge on the NFL and do more than win no playoff games. I think they're going to get at least to the divisional round, which as technically that's what they got to when they lost, but I think they're at least obviously going to get one playoff win. That's what my prediction is. Next, we have the Raiders. They're going to be meh. They changed to a different location. They have all these new fans coming into their stadium. It's going to be a lot of hype around them, but I don't think they're going to live up to all this hype and make the playoffs or anything. They're going to be meh. Next, we have the Chiefs going up to Super Bowl contention. Of course, they have Patrick Mahomes, pretty much everybody except Sammy Watkins. I'm pretty sure he's sitting out this season, but I think they're going to make another run at the Super Bowl, and there's no reason for me to think otherwise. Next, we have my favorite team, the Falcons. They're going to be obviously in Super Bowl contention. No, I'm just kidding. They're going to be a playoff contender. This is a really big season for us. If we start doing bad, Dan Quinn's going to get fired. We have amazing offense: Matt Ryan, Todd Gurley, Julio, Calvin Ridley, all those players. We have Chris Lindstrom coming back from injury, and I think Khalid McGarry is going to step it up, and Hayden Hurst is going to have a big season ahead of him, trying to fill Austin Hooper's shoes. Defense went top 5 after we changed play calling duties, and yeah, we went. I think it was 6-1 to end the season, and I think we're going to contend for the playoffs. Are we gonna make it? I don't know. I made a Falcons record prediction video. I'll put it at the end of this video. But next we have the Jets. Jets, top pick. Really big year for Sam Darnold. He was a pretty big letdown, but I thought he was going to be the best player in his draft class, and it looks like Josh Allen is as of right now. But he really has to step it up this year. If not, they might be looking for a replacement for him already, but I don't think they're going to do too well. I know they have Jamal Adams, but they lost Robbie Anderson. They did not get a wide receiver in the draft, and that is going to hurt Sam Darnold big. Next, we have the Rams. It's either top pick or meh. I'll put them in meh because, of course, they had to get rid of Clay Matthews, which really doesn't matter, but they also had to get rid of Todd Gurley, and that was a big one. And so their cap space has really made it hard for them to do any improvements. They are going to be meh because that's what my prediction is. But next we have the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, I'm going to say playoff lock because no one in their division is a playoff lock, as you can see. So I think the Bills are going to win that division. Obviously, they made the playoffs last season. And yeah, I think they're going to do it again. And this time they're going to win their division since the Patriots are not going to be as good as they were the past 20 years. And we have 2 teams left. We have the Steelers right here. Big year for them. I think this is Ben Roethlisberger's last season of being good, and their team is going to have to make a big run at the playoffs. They have James Conner, Juju, defense, Minka, TJ. I think I'll say they're in playoff contention. Their division is pretty tough with the Browns and, of course, the Ravens. Bengals don't really pose as a big threat, but I think they're going to be in playoff contention. That division is going to be really fun to watch with three teams that I can think can easily make the playoffs. Last, we have the Patriots right here, and I don't know why there's 2 Patriots. I'll just put the 2 Patriots right next to each other. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed that video, please make sure to leave a like. Comment down below what you think I got right and wrong. Tell me what you would do differently here. And yeah, bye.